Okay, it is currently Monday, October 2nd, but what you're about to see took place between Tuesday, September 19th and Tuesday, September 26th. It begins with me trying to finish editing episode 15 of this vlog, which was technically Tuesday morning at about 12 a.m., and it moves pretty quickly from there.
It's 12:40 a.m. I am still editing this video. 6:04 a.m. 6:34, goodbye hotel. 6:59 a.m. Just about to head over the Manhattan Bridge to work for the morning and then go meet another client in Manhattan. Have you ever noticed how you might have an official phone call or an official meeting with somebody and there's formalities and you might get some things out of it, but then sometimes the real magic happens, the real insights come from when the meeting is officially over. Yesterday when I went to go see my client, the biggest value didn't come from sitting around and formally talking about their traffic or their strategies. The biggest value came from eavesdropping on the sales guy trying to sell a piano.
Tuning pins go through the heart.
It came from seeing the culture that they have.
I love it too.
You need to plan for serendipity. You need to plan for those unexpected moments to happen. How do you do that? You book real moments, you book official things like meeting your clients in person, but you allow some extra time. Show up early. Force yourself to sit in the waiting area and just listen to what's going on. It's Wednesday, September 20th, 11:34 a.m. Just getting back into the office for the first time since going to New York Monday and Tuesday of this week. I didn't really vlog a whole lot on Tuesday while I was in New York. I just wanted to get back to work. I spent the majority of Tuesday morning in a cafe in Manhattan doing work. Nothing interesting happened. I was just sitting there and then I had a client meeting. I didn't really want to bring the camera into that meeting and it didn't feel appropriate. After that meeting, which ended at 12:30 on Tuesday, I did catch some cool shots of the city. This is the cable that goes with the MacBook Air that I use to edit all of these videos. That can't be good. If anybody has any tips for traveling with a lot of wires, please let me know. Leave a comment down below. I think in-house might be a good way to go. Do you have a budget for somebody in-house? I've seen in-house be most effective, especially in a company like there's multiple sites and there's already some stickiness with getting things done. Anybody can I could come up with a strategy easily, but I think if I'm not there, like in-house day after day, then it won't be executed. 5:03 p.m. Headed home to go to a family event with my wife. I was just talking to a client where I gave them really great content ideas. I gave them technical fixes. I gave them site speed improvements. But when we look back over the last 2-3 months, many of those things didn't get executed. The success is, you hear it all the time, like ideas are cheap, execution is difficult, whatever the phrases are, I have no idea. I would rather leave a company with something that's a renewable resource that they can then use to produce more. I'd rather give a company solar power versus coal. You see what I'm saying? You can lead a horse to water, but you can't get it to drink. Obviously, I don't know phrases very well. Saturday, 9:39 a.m. Okay, we're ready. You smiling? Monday, September 25th, 10:58 a.m. Last week, you may have noticed I only posted one video. There was a ton of stuff happening. A lot of this is about growing your audience. Sure, a lot of the existing audience, you've brought them down that path, right? They already know all this stuff. but you're trying to convert new people. The search is a great opportunity to grow the audience beyond what you already have, and eventually they'll be your more advanced audience. Some of this might serve to get people, in the door. Have you ever just gotten away with looking like you've done the work, but it's just that the people that you're working for, they're so busy that they're not following up on every little detail and making sure that you've done every little thing? I asked that because this big phone call I just had, it lasted about an hour and 10 minutes, was with a company that hired me for 3 months. I did a solid 2 months of a lot of SEO stuff for them, content plans, technical reviews, hours of phone calls back and forth. Things just sort of came to a halt. Both sides hitting a wall, feeling stuck, and I could have walked away from that having been paid for every month that I was supposed to be paid for. So this phone call was the first time that I've talked to anyone from this company in about a month. Last week I emailed them and I said, you know what? I'm saving an extra month for you. You've paid for it. Even though I'm probably too busy to do that, I feel much better about that. And I think the math works out in the long run, even though right now in the short term, it's probably a bad time management decision. Tuesday, September 26th, 3:58 p.m. I'm about to give an interview for a podcast. I'm signed in, I'm on Skype, I have no idea where this guy is. He's actually canceled on me twice. Now I'm a podcast host and I run my own podcast. I don't do that to people. I think there were 1 or 2 times that I've had to cancel something, and it was things that were way beyond my control, like a family thing happened. But we're waiting for the guy to show up here for my interview. I got a little... The iPhone really does a nice time lapse. Except when it rings. Is this my interview? Is this how they... Oh, my time lapse is still going. I don't have many pet peeves. Certainly slow, bad drivers is one of them. One of my pet peeves is people that can't seem to coordinate a meeting. The invite says it's on Skype, I'm on Skype. People are texting, please bring home almond milk. I don't know if you can even see that, doesn't matter. Okay, it's 4:06, he just canceled. Look at this. This is now the 3rd time. I got 2 confirmations, one 10 minutes before the interview today, but he says his assistant was supposed to contact me. That never happened. Okay, so it's 4:49. I didn't record anything else in that last 45 minutes, but what I did do is just kind of collect my thoughts a little bit about what I want to talk about and how to share with you what's been happening and to catch you up. So that's coming, I promise. But I can tell you one thing. There's some stuff that I'm super excited about. Some companies I'm working with. I got it. Hello? Oh, Princess Bride, yeah.
Oh my god, she's zooming around. Careful, Ellie, don't go over the wall.
It is 7 p.m. and I'm going to grab a quick time lapse of the sky right near our house. When I was 12 or 13 years old, I had a picture book of New York City, and I studied it and I looked at it so much, I could name every tall building. Empire State Building, World Trade Center, Chrysler Building, Flatiron Building, Pan Am Building. Well, I wish I lived closer to a city with big structures. It is kind of cool that right near my house are these tall radio towers. I've lived in this house here for almost 9 years and very rarely take the 45-second walk down here to capture the nice sunset. Time to go.